Grizzlies fans know it's the team that gives you the edge. Big River Steel does too. And much like the Grizzlies have recruited legendary talent, we want you to be part of our team. Are you ready to be part of something legendary? Then visit www.bigriversteel.com. That's www.bigriversteel.com.
Kroger shoppers and Grizz fans, one exclusive last-minute discounted ticket deals texted straight to you during the Grizzlies 2024-2025 season. Sign up with the new Kroger Buzzer Beater deal. Fans can sign up by texting Grizz to 636-479 or visit your local Kroger store in the Delta Division and scan the QR code. By signing up, you agree to receive recurring automated promotional and personalized marketing text messages from the Memphis Grizzlies. Consent is not a condition of any purchase. Message frequency varies. Message and data rates may apply.
There's no substitute for experience, the knowledge gained from having been there before, and the passion to share what you know to make everyone around you better. It's true in basketball. It's true in banking. Grizzlies Checking from Pinnacle. Play hard. Bank easy. Open a Grizzlies checking account with at least $100 and a recurring direct deposit by August 31st, and you could receive a $200 direct deposit bonus into your account. Details at grizzliesbanking.com. Member FDIC.
Double your chances to win all month long in March with two big promotions. On Fridays, embrace the madness and win a share of $150,000 in cash and free play. On Saturdays, starting March 8th, go for the gold and win your share of up to $10,000 in cash and free play in the $80K Fool's Gold giveaway. Enjoy live entertainment all month long and play for your chance to win big in March only at Southland Casino Hotel. Must be 21 or up. Play responsibly. For help quitting, call 800-522-4700.
Let's face it, there's a lot of trash talk in basketball, but the great teams let their performance do the talking. Like Ford F-150 with Pro Power on board, a class-exclusive industry-first feature that turns your truck into a mobile generator and leaves the competition speechless. Ford F-150, official truck of the Grizzlies. Greatness starts here at your Mid-South Ford dealer. Class is full-size pickups under 8,500 pounds, GVWR.
Kroger shoppers and Grizz fans, one exclusive last-minute discounted ticket deals texted straight to you during the Grizzlies 2024-2025 season. Sign up with the new Kroger Buzzer Beater deal. Fans can sign up by texting Grizz to 636-479 or visit your local Kroger store in the Delta Division and scan the QR code. By signing up, you agree to receive recurring automated promotional and personalized marketing text messages from the Memphis Grizzlies. Consent is not a condition of any purchase. Message frequency varies. Message and data rates may apply.
Shinedown. Dance Kid Dance Tour. Live in Memphis. FedEx Forum, Saturday, August 30th. With special guests, Bush and Morgan Wade. Get tickets now at livenation.com. Shinedown, live in concert. For more, visit shinedown.com.
Thanks for showing up, Memphis. Nothing beats catching your Grizzlies IRL, and nobody knows that better than you. So next time you want to hit up a game, Ticketmaster's got your back with tickets to every upcoming matchup. Whether you're catching the Grizzlies at home or on the road, you'll find tickets at Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the Memphis Grizzlies and the NBA. Keep putting that jersey collection to use and get Grizzlies tickets today. There's no better brag than saying you saw it live. See you courtside again soon, Memphis.
Let's face it, there's a lot of trash talk in basketball, but the great teams let their performance do the talking. Like Ford F-150 with Pro Power on board, a class-exclusive industry-first feature that turns your truck into a mobile generator and leaves the competition speechless. Ford F-150, official truck of the Grizzlies. Greatness starts here at your Mid-South Ford dealer. Class is full-size pickups under 8,500 pounds, GVWR.
Grammy, Academy, and Golden Globe Award-winning superstar, Mary J. Blige, live in Memphis. The For My Fans Tour, live at FedEx Forum, Saturday, April 19th, with special guests Neo and Mario. Get tickets now at livenation.com. The iconic Mary J. Blige, for one night only.
Live from downtown Memphis, this is the Chris Vernon Show on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app. Now, here's your host, Chris Vernon.
On GrindCityMedia.com. It's Chris Vernon Show. Welcome. It is the Monday, March 24th, 2025 edition of the show. Today on the show, Memphis Tigers season ended since we last spoke. The Grizzlies haven't won a game since we last spoke. Things aren't going well. We will get to the basketball weekend. The Sweet 16 is set. After a full weekend of NCAA basketball, we will get to the 16 teams that are left. The Grizzlies week ahead. A quick look at the NBA standings. In addition to that, there's a big sports event going on tonight in Memphis. We will mention death over the weekend. We'll have to get to. We'll get to all 10 things. It is a Monday. It is beautiful outside. We got that going for us. Smile. Let's do it. Turn it up. Having a good day. All right, we got a ton of stuff to get to. It was a very, very, very busy weekend as there's a ton of NCAA tournament games going on. We were watching them wall to wall. Unfortunately, as we got off the air on Friday, our hopes were very high for what could happen that afternoon, only to be let down. And then we were continued to be let down throughout the weekend. We will get to all of it before I get to anything. Welcome John Roser to the show. John Roser, a.k.a. the Cologne Ranger, the Body Spray Bandit, Senor Sack, Johnny Backpole, Johnny Bearcat, the Grim Roser, John Asparagus, Johnny Neck Carve, John Lance. He's Yogi Roser. He's John Hogg. What is going on? What, now you're going to adopt Arkansas?
Go Hogs, baby!
Well, hold on now. Of all the teams, we thought you were going to be John Vol. Then we thought, okay, because his girlfriend, now he'll be John Reb. And then you show up with a hog hat on? You're going to act like you're an Arkansas fan?
First of all, I think the hog hat is the best thing that SEC fans have of any of the teams. Like, what else do other teams do or they have as something they wear or chant? I think calling the Hogs and I think the hog hat are the best the SEC has to offer.
Yeah, what does that have to do with it? What about the Gator Chomp?
I will say.
The Gator Chomp's better.
Gator Chomp's not bad. Gator Chomp's not bad.
Okay, what happened to John Vol? What happened to John Reb?
If anybody wants to give me something orange to wear for Tennessee, I will gladly do it.
Oh, my God.
I don't have anything, but
okay, Devin Walker's here. He's the microphone mangler, Senor Quasadilla, Mr. Math, Navajo Joe, the reporter, the photographer. He's Walker 93.
Man, don't ever call me a flip-flopper no more, bro. What is happening?
Yeah, this is crazy.
Like, you went from
This is crazy.
John Vol to John Rib.
Yeah.
Now you show up with a hog hat.
Yeah.
And like what? You didn't even have Memphis stuff on Friday.
And the truth is, Auburn's the only team named the Tigers that wasn't a complete embarrassment to Tigers this weekend.
What happened to John Vol? That's what we need to know.
John Vol's still here. I'm still going Vols.
Where is John Reb?
Still here.
Wait,
I'll break out some Ole Miss stuff this week.
Unbelievable.
You gonna wear a quarter zip?
Unbelievable.
No, I've got a couple of cups. I could bring a couple. Ole Miss cups.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
This guy.
They say sip on them.
Yeah.
Oh, they got sip on them?
You come to the sip.
Oh,
Come to the sip.
Shout out to the sip.
Yeah.
Let's get to 10 things.
I love 10 things.
Shut up. Number 1. Memphis season ends. Womp womp.
Pain deeper than the ocean.
Well,
man.
I'm going to tell you something. Can we, before I get into the game and before I'm going to get to what it all means and before I get into Penny Hardaway and everything else, I just want to say the following. I disrespect you, Colorado State fans.
Yeah.
I disrespect you. Because here's the thing. There's a lot of fan bases I have to deal with on a regular basis.
Yeah.
Because sometimes I talk out of my neck, as it were. That being said, I have tremendous amounts of respect for those fans that when I talk out the side of my neck, or Devin talks out the side of his neck, or Roser talks out the side of his neck, you hit me immediately.
Yeah.
You say, hold on. Keep that same energy.
Yeah.
You're talking out of the side of your neck.
Yeah.
Be careful what you wish for. Oh, you sure do sound confident now. And so then I am constantly then berated. You know, the clip goes out there on social media or somebody notices what we have said and then they say, you know what? This guy is talking reckless. So they're going to make me feel it, right? They're going to start spouting off. And then
wait, Vernon.
And then we get a little back and forth, and then we get a little heat going with the opposing fan base and everything, you know, like that, right?
Yeah.
Like, you know, if, let's just say a few years ago, right, it's announced, and this will happen inevitably when we get to the playoffs, but like the Grizzlies are going to play the Timberwolves in the NBA playoffs. Immediately, Timberwolves fans, right? Be careful what you wish for, blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean? And now we're going back and forth, and we got heat. As far as I knew, there wasn't a Colorado State fan in the country.
Outside of David Roddy.
Until they won.
Oh, they were popping out.
Oh, and here they come.
Hold on.
Oh, here they come. Where were you?
Yeah.
So I disrespect this. None of these Colorado State fans were pulling our clips and making goofs of us until we lost. And then it was, the clip surfaces. And now people that never even heard of us, people that were seeking us out, who picked wrong against them? And
they were getting the jokes off.
I disrespect it.
Yeah,
the only one I respect is the AI Ram that was giving us the bird.
That was funny.
That one was funny.
I respect
That one was
Yeah.
funny.
I respect
That
it.
one was funny.
That one was funny. The rest of them were like, man, lame.
Yeah.
Lame fan base.
Okay, now let's get to the game. I felt amazing at halftime. Dane Danger, exactly what I thought. And I'm like, and Haggerty will get going. He's been pitiful
And
so
Rodgers
far.
was hitting Rodgers hit shots.
is making some shots. I was like, this is okay.
Penny would have told Nick Jordan, don't shoot no more threes, you know?
Yep.
Yeah.
And I'm like, they can't make a three to save their life. You know, in the first half, they were 50% from the field, and they couldn't make a three outside of Rodgers to save their life. They're 2 for 10 from three, and they had gotten good looks. And I'm like, look, Haggerty will get going. Danger's having his way. Things are looking good. And then the second half happened, and that was a damn debacle. I mean, Danger is exhausted. Yeah. Haggerty looks nothing like he looked throughout the season. All those like flailing fouls, that dried up. I mean, they weren't going to put him at the line for nothing. And it's like, bro, just go shoot the ball and score. Like, you're not going to you don't get to go to the line 9 or 10 times in this thing. That's not the way this is going to be called. You got to just keep playing. And then it started to break down, and you could tell Danger was getting winded, and you could tell the other thing was good moves by Colorado State. They are swinging the ball around. They are getting good looks from three, and they are really putting pressure on a Memphis defense that simply does not have the requisite connection, right? Like, I've seen a lot of people talk about how they were just running like chickens with their head cut off defensively. And, of course, one of their kids, the Evans kid, turns into Steph Curry for them. And it's like look, defense is being on a string. And when the string all of a sudden has different components to it, like you needed, that's where I felt like, hey, you might be able to get by offensively. Obviously, you needed Haggerty to be great. But in the absence of that, I still thought you could probably get by just because by your defense turning into offense. But it was defense where it really hurt not having guys, and especially Hunter.
Yeah.
Right? But Hunter and Harris both going out. I mean, honestly, you became, for all intents and purposes, a two-man team, and then a guy that's like the outlet valve, right? Rodgers was the outlet valve. But then even Rodgers got banged up during the game.
Yeah, he was limping around too.
And so in the end, when they lost, it was immediate. The craziest thing, and look, Lord knows we've been through it over and over again with the Grizzlies season, and it's just a thing where the easiest thing to do is to blame the coach. And so immediately it was just penny. Nobody said anything else about anybody else on my feed. And I'm like, yo, hold that. Yeah. Like, stop.
I had to leave where I was because they was talking like I was at Brookhaven, and then the game happened, right? They lose the game, and the people on with were like, man, get rid of him. I'm like, yeah, I can't do this.
Yo,
I had to get out of here. I gotta go.
And look, it's because I refuse. If you want to have like a big picture discussion about the 7 years of Penny Hardaway, then you can have a big picture discussion about the 7 years of Penny Hardaway. But to me, that was all. When they lose that game, it is a culmination of, like, you're having if we're just talking about this season, and this season, this guy did a very good job. This was a very fun team to watch, and they played a bad game in their last game, really just a bad half in their last game, and he needed two guys to be awesome, and he got one of them being awesome. And he played the entire game and ran out of gas. Yeah. But, I mean, like, I don't know how many times I've said this over the years, right? Let's talk about the horses before we talk about the jockeys. And nobody wants to do it anymore because it's the easiest thing to do. And it's like,
it's a lazy,
I just get so tired of the bozos. Like, Colorado State made adjustments. And what adjustments? Like, bro, you don't know what happened. You don't know. You don't know.
It's the lazy.
You don't know what happened.
You say that it's the easy. I think it's the lazy thing to do.
Of course it is.
I think it's the lazy.
It's the easiest thing to do.
The people that don't really know what they're watching easily go to the.
This is how it felt to me.
Yeah.
This is how it felt to me.
Yeah.
You waited all season, and this was a disaster for the Penny haters. Right? They had big wins. They got a high seed. They won the conference. They won the conference tournament. They've wanted for so long to be able to unload, and then they did. Right? The second they lost, it was, I told you, right? You're never going anywhere with him. And like, oh, stop.
Just a week ago, you were talking about Penny's a freaking god.
This team, no, honestly, they weren't, though. Like, they've just been hiding in the bushes. Waiting for it to happen. Look, this was a fun team to watch throughout this season. It had some players that I really, really liked. And you can't have your best player be bad. I'm sorry. Go ask Rick Pitino.
Yep.
Yeah.
Rick Pitino's best player was bad when it mattered most.
Foul on a bunch, yeah.
I mean, you can go through it on down the line, right? Like, in the end, they were able to get a 5 seed. He scheduled hard in the offseason. And you know, and I know Gary always does this too, like the last 7 years, and like he has less success or whatever. I said what I've said about Penny, okay? Number one, Josh Pastner never beat anybody. Like, I don't know why everybody's memory has been erased on that.
No, he never beat anybody.
But we never beat anybody.
Nope.
Anytime we played anybody good, we lost.
It was a running thing.
We started off like 4-12 20 in top 25 games. We couldn't beat anybody.
No.
We only beat bad teams. Penny had as good a wins this year as we had in like 6 years with this guy. Like, it was crazy. Like, we compete at a different level now.
And
we just do.
And they were soft.
And here's the other thing, bro. That university's athletics program is not where it was any other time. Like Penny, or Gary said this morning, like in the last 50 years, here are the coaches that have been there 7 years. Basically, he's had less success than all of them, right? In terms of tournament success, right? What I would say is, yes, it has been underwhelming, okay? I would also say that in the current state of Memphis athletics, he is keeping this program relevant, and he is getting players to sign up to play basketball at the University of Memphis in a way. I don't think you understand what Memphis is right now. I don't.
We're in the AAC, bro.
We're in the AAC, bro. I don't know what to tell you.
I would push back a little on that, just a little, but not.
Everybody
Because I
always
get what
holds
you're
on
saying.
to something that doesn't exist.
No, I get what you're saying because it does go both ways. Because Penny probably, because here's the truth: if say you said, say it was the haters won and Penny was gone, you're probably going to have to pay a coach way more money than what you pay Penny. Penny does not take that big of a salary relative to what other coaches who bring in big players make. The other end of it is the NIL, which is, dude, the money's the money. Would you have less NIL money if you had to pay another coach more money?
I think the influence is more too.
Because
the influence of Penny's a lot.
The money
too.
is the money. Like, you go all for the players, X player, X amount of dollars. Like, is what it is.
I think Penny has a big influence on players. Like whether it's players, whether it's players' parents, whether it's like, yo, they see Penny Hardaway and like, yo,
that's certainly possible too.
That plays a bigger part than Joe Smo from North Dakota State coaching Memphis. Like, I think that plays a bigger part. So Penny is the one, bro. He's on going on these talk shows. The brand of Memphis is bigger because of Penny Hardaway right now.
No. I do not disagree with you.
That's why I'm like, what people mad about?
No,
like,
I do not disagree with you on that.
Dude,
look, I want to win.
Me too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Guard play is important, bro.
But
guard play is important.
It is.
Guard play is so important. You saw it.
You lost Hunter. You lost Harris.
Yeah.
Like, I thought this team had a chance to be able to get a couple wins, and it was a bridge too far. And unless Haggerty was going to be awesome, and he wasn't.
I tried to believe the Allen Boston thing that maybe the addition by subtraction of Hunter because he hasn't been right, and it's like, no, you needed him because Haggerty's first NCAA tournament game, and you could tell he was the lights were bright. They were, and then he started pressing like it.
And let me just explain to you right now. Right now, you know what? We'll just get to. We're gonna get to it when we get to the tournament. Let me just explain. When you say like you're in the AAC, whatever, okay. Right now, there's nobody that's not in a big conference left.
I know.
Nobody.
Yeah.
Like, you think you should be competing with these other. So does everybody else. And none of them are around. Yep. None of them. The game has changed in a massive, massive way. Do you want to stay relevant? You want to have good enough players that you might be able to compete with these big conference schools?
Yep.
That's what I'd say, right?
100%.
And in the end, and maybe it's just my heart, I want to win with him.
Yeah. I get that.
I want to win with him.
Yeah, me too, man. You want to go.
I want to win with him, and I worry greatly if he wasn't on that sideline. Who do you think wants that job right now?
Yeah, I do.
People just have a massively overinflated opinion of what it is now.
I don't. So that all that matters there is what are they willing to pay a coach per year, and what is the NIL money you're dishing out every year. That's what the coach is going to care about. Whoever it is, that's what they care about.
Also, another thing that connects us to this team is 1 cent, bro. You put Joe Smo on that sideline. Who gives a poo about these dudes that are coming in and out every year?
Right. They're right.
You know what I'm saying? Like the one we.
And the other thing is, who else is going to win here and stay here?
Yeah.
Nobody.
You know
No,
what I'm saying?
that is a
Nobody.
that's-
Nobody's winning here and staying here, bro.
That's the most important thing there.
It's a stepstone job for everybody
That
else.
is the big thing right there.
Except for
that's
one
it.
team.
Nobody else is taking that job and staying here.
That is the
You
thing.
think they're building a monster at Memphis and
Yeah.
staying there? Never.
That's the argument.
No.
That's the number one argument right there.
That guy just went and he missed the tournament at West Virginia. He took the Indiana job.
Ben McCollum just
Right?
took the Iowa
He just
job.
took the
Yeah,
Iowa
Drake
job.
dude took the
1
Iowa.
year.
Who just
Iowa,
and the
bro.
Colorado State dude just took the Minnesota job.
Penny wins. Penny goes to the Sweet 16. Penny goes to the Elite Eight. Penny goes to the Final Four. He's here, bro.
He's here.
He's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
We just guards gotta play better, man.
Yeah.
Second team All-Americans gotta be second team All-Americans. When they turn the pumpkins,
Sometimes it's horsies and not the jockeys.
Yeah.
All right, number 2. First weekend of the NCAA tournament. I thought it sucked.
I thought
with
it
you,
was
bro.
awesome.
I mean, I was so colored by what happened with Memphis. Okay, all right, let's go through it then, Roser.
Yeah, well, no, you're upset because
Hold
y'all
on.
gave me crap all Friday.
No,
you a chalk
for
man?
chalk, and it is chalk.
Of course
City.
you loved it.
he loved
It
Chalk
is
City.
Chalk
Of course you
City.
loved it. Okay, look. Auburn's first round game stunk. Auburn, Creighton, it was
good
okay.
for a little bit. It was good for.
Auburn-
It was good for a
It was
little
good
bit.
for a while.
Good for a
Dude,
little bit.
Auburn, they take horrible shots.
Okay, it was good for a while.
Yes.
Okay. Michigan, San Diego's pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay. Michigan A&M stunk.
Yeah.
Did it?
It's-
I didn't get to
it's-
see the second half,
Yes.
but Texas
Scottie
A&M was
Pippen's
up.
brother.
It was like a
Scottie Pippen's
5-6
brother's about
point
to transfer,
game.
by the way.
Yeah, and then that Rowdy Roddy,
Yeah.
the kid that came out, they exploded in the second half.
Yeah.
They ran out.
Okay.
Ole Miss and North Carolina stunk.
Dude, we should have been
Okay,
all
no,
over.
hold on. I'm just going to go through. So you're telling me
Yeah.
that this was good.
I
That
enjoyed
stunk.
it.
Iowa State Lipscomb stunk. Ole Miss Iowa State stunk.
That was a wrap.
Okay.
Marquette, New Mexico, meh.
Well,
Michigan State Bryant stunk. Michigan
Earl
State
Timberlake got busted up in that game.
Michigan State, New Mexico.
did, yeah.
I mean, it was at least it was fine for the first,
Yeah, it was a close game
35
for a little
minutes.
bit, yeah.
Okay. Florida, Norfolk stunk. Florida, UConn, great.
It was a great game.
Great.
Great game.
Great.
Hey, shout out
So
to
there's
that,
one.
Shout out to that dude.
One
the
great.
guard for Florida.
Okay. So there's one.
Yeah.
We're going to go through every single game that's
Yeah.
played. Colorado State, Memphis stunk.
No, we didn't.
Stunk.
Yes,
That
it
was
did.
not a
It
bad
stunk.
basketball
Hated
game.
It stunk, Rosa.
Hated it.
It was not a
Hated
bad
Memphis
basketball
lost.
game.
Hated it.
Memphis lost. It
Hated
stunk.
it.
Not a bad basketball game.
Maryland, Grand Canyon stunk.
Maryland, Colorado State,
Amazing.
Great.
Amazing.
Two greats.
Amazing game. Amazing game. He did not travel, by the way. He got his
Drake,
step.
Missouri. I mean, it's fine that Drake won, but it wasn't a good game.
Well, Drake, none of their games are good because of how they play.
Okay.
But no, that was a good game.
Texas Tech, Wilmington, no.
Texas Tech Wilmington was a solid game.
Lame.
Yeah, that was not a bad game.
They
Boring.
took 85 threes, bro.
Yeah, I know.
Drake-
we see it all the time. That's
Drake,
what we
Texas
watch.
Tech, stunk. Arkansas, Kansas.
Good.
It was a good game.
Oh no, Arkansas,
Good. It
Kansas
that was my
good.
kind of game. I loved it.
It was good.
I loved
Arkansas,
it.
St. John's, awesome.
Two good games.
Oh my God, you are.
I agree.
Those
Go
were two good games.
on.
I agree.
Arkansas played two good games.
I agree.
Yeah, they played two good games.
Those were both entertaining.
Yeah, because they had good athletes, like top tier athletes on both ends. Like it was
A
fun.
lot of end-to-end action.
It was fun.
A lot of athletic plays.
It was fun.
Both Duke's games were terrible. Beat them by 1,000.
Yeah, the Duke games were bad.
Oregon, Liberty, man. Oregon, Arizona, I fell asleep last night.
Good game.
It turned into a good game.
It
though.
did.
It wasn't
You
at
were
first.
like, dude, he's like, I could turn this off, BTA. And then I looked at the score.
It
and
was
it's like-
17-4.
Yeah, they came back.
Yeah, and
It
then
was. It was 17.
Arizona-
It was 17-4 Oregon.
Yeah. And then by halftime, Arizona was winning.
I know. BYU, VCU,
Good
man.
game. No, that's a good game. Both of those teams are good.
a good
Both of those
game.
teams are good. I'm impressed by both of them.
BYU, Wisconsin. You loved it?
It was close,
Was it
but I
good?
feel like it wasn't fun.
It was what, 91-89?
Yeah, it was one possession game. But
Yeah,
still,
man.
like- what do you remember from that game?
Nothing.
Oh, BYU has black guys now?
Satan, man.
I'm serious, dude.
wait till next year.
I watched it, I'm
Just
like,
wait till
wait
next
till
year.
next
You think
year.
they got black dudes?
I
in
know,
there?
they got AJ debates.
You ain't gonna recognize me.
I was like,
BYU were freaking
damn,
Michigan.
You got black guys now.
Yeah, BYU does have black guys now, right?
St. Mary's,
And Jimmer's there in the crowd.
St. Mary's, Vandy, Matt. St. Mary's, Bama, terrible.
Yeah.
Man, Bama is.
That was good until they put Grant in the
Houston,
game.
Gonzaga was good.
Houston, Gonzaga was a good game.
McNeese, Purdue stunk.
My guys got whooped.
Illinois, Kentucky, terrible.
But we should have seen the McNeese Purdue
I
thing
was shocked
coming.
at how bad Illinois, Kentucky was.
Yeah.
Illinois cannot score.
Dude.
Bro, score.
Shut up, Mark Pope.
I can't, bro.
For Mark Pope.
UCLA, Tennessee, stunk.
I mean, I love
Come
that
on,
game.
stunk.
Come on, John
Dude,
Ball.
Lanier.
So we
Okay,
had,
so we had like
Vols.
3 good games.
yes.
Okay.
3 or 4
Congrats,
good games.
Roser.
Well-
That was great.
Then
We really had 3 good
you
games.
know what? I will gladly watch
3.
any of those games back, and you can watch back Grizzlies Clippers.
No.
No. John Chalk, you
Because
suck.
Friday night, that was my choice. Are we going to watch Grizzlies Clippers, or would you rather watch the NCAA tournament?
The question
First
is,
half of Grizz Clippers was great.
It was great.
We hit a ton-
66-60.
we hit a ton of
sucked.
shots.
But do you think
Just don't watch the second half.
I know.
Do you think NIL killed is destroying the
Feels like it.
you know what I'm saying?
No.
Like, 'cause those schools can
UConn just won the last 2 national championships. 2 years ago, the Final Four had Florida Atlantic, UConn, and San Diego
Talking about
State.
this version of it. This version of the transfer portal. Like this new remix version.
Yeah, there will be teams that'll be back. UConn could have beaten Florida yesterday. St. John's was a 2 seed.
You saying coulda,
they
Roser?
can.
We talking about Chalk City
It's
right
ju-
now.
Yeah, it's 1 year. It's 1 year.
But it does line up.
It does line up though.
And you see people quitting.
Literally.
Tony Bennett quits.
Yes.
Yeah.
Jen Larinaga quits. Jay Wright don't want any part of it. Roy Williams don't
Those
want
are
any
Power
part of
5.
it.
They were a Power 5. Roy Williams
Coach
had
K
vertigo.
doesn't want any part of it. I'm saying none of these guys want any part of it anymore.
Well, there's new blood coming up.
It's new blood.
New history.
I'm looking at
blood.
the coaches that are left. It's some good coaches left.
We
but it's
should have
like-
hammered Ole Miss against North Carolina, and here's why. Not just because of North Carolina. Chris
That
Beard.
was 2 rounds ago.
Chris Beard never lost in the first round of the NCAA tournament. Has never lost in the opening round. Shout out Ole Miss. Hotty toddy.
You
Good
shouted
job.
out 3 different schools in like the last 5
Yeah, I know.
minutes.
The SEC, it just means more. It's a great conference. 7 teams in the Sweet 16.
SEC Roser.
Number 3, the Sweet 16. So the Sweet 16 is entirely major conference teams. The Sweet 16 officially began in 1975. 4 different conferences are represented in the Sweet 16. Every other Sweet 16 has had at least 7. How about that? How about that? Big 10, SEC, ACC, Big 12. That's every team that is left. The 16 that we have left are Auburn, Michigan, Ole Miss. That is a big surprise that they are left in the Sweet 16. Roser actually told us on Friday, what do they do good? I watch Ole Miss and think, what do they do good? Well, and then you just talked out the side of your neck saying, we should have gone with Ole Miss.
We should have.
You're the one that convinced me they weren't any good.
I know.
Michigan State is left. Florida, who got everything they wanted from UConn.
They did.
That was a
great
that was
basketball. Great basketball game.
And UConn just couldn't score for 5-6 straight minutes. They really yacked that.
Yeah.
That's probably what I know about this weekend the most.
I thought UConn was going to beat them. I did.
Is the amount of stretches in college basketball where teams don't score.
Yeah.
I know.
I didn't realize that until this weekend. I'm like, bro, these teams go 4 minutes without.
Long
yeah.
time.
There's always a
Maryland-
graphic, 3 minutes without scoring. Always.
Maryland, Colorado State was amazing.
Yes.
I mean, truly. And in true experiencing super fun sporting events via social media, as you are watching it, and then you go to social media, you immediately realize what you watched was not nearly as fun as you thought it was, because I was deluged with people telling me that was a travel with Derek Queen. It's like, dude, that was awesome.
Amazing.
You just saw.
Yeah, it was.
I mean, first of all, the Clifford pass and then the knockdown 3 with the game on the line, down 2, was just, I mean, that is such a big stone shot for Colorado State. And then Derek Queen saying, give me the MF ball, and then hitting a fadeaway going left,
shooting
banking
right.
it off right. I mean,
Y'all go do that in the gym. I promise you it's not that easy.
Bro, do anything going to your left and throw. Like,
it's
try
so
doing it with
hard.
a football, with a baseball. Like,
It's so hard to do,
yeah.
man.
what
That's
a shot.
tough
And
shot
then
for a
immediately it's like, no, that actually wasn't fun. That was a travel.
Yeah, shut up, nerds.
Okay. Now, look, how about this? Last night after the Derek Queen thing, and it was like, it's a Derek Queen party because he gave the good interview afterward saying, I'm from Baltimore, and his coach said, who wants the ball? And he said, give me the MF ball, all stuff. Did you see that thing they put up afterwards about his high school team?
Was he on a stack team?
Bro.
Was he on Montverde?
Mount Verde had Cooper Flagg,
Oh, yeah.
Derek Queen, Asa Newell from Georgia, Liam McNeely from Nick Neely from UConn, who I think was Big East Freshman of the Year.
Yeah.
And Robert Wright III from Baylor. Like, I mean,
Yeah. Don't forget
And
about
Curtis
Curtis
Givens.
Givens. Curtis Givens, yeah. And Ace Flag was on the team, too.
loaded. Loaded.
It's a squad.
What a squad.
How many games did they lose that year? How many games did they lose?
0. They call it the best college. They call it the best high school team ever.
They lost that year. Yeah, 33-0.
Yeah, 33-0. All right, on the other side, we've got Duke, Arizona, and now I'm going to freely admit, all right, John Vol, since you're Mr. Arizona, since you watched Arizona.
Why am I Mr.
'cause
Arizona?
you
I
watched
had
Arizona-
it on. I'm not going to sit here and act like I paid total attention to
Because you
it.
acted like, what do I need to know about Arizona? They're the ones I haven't seen.
I've watched them, and I'm like, they have some good play. I don't think they're going to beat Duke.
Wait, what do we need to know about Arizona, Rose?
Tell me one thing about Arizona.
They beat Oregon.
Yeah, you can't tell us
I'm
nothing.
not telling you crap about
He
Arizona.
has nothing.
Miles Simon ain't walking through that door. They've
Salim Stoudemire not walking
They
through that
got
door.
Caleb Love. He can shoot free throws.
Shout out Salim Stoudemire, by the way.
He hit some free throws down the stretch.
That's what you remember?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hit some free throws.
So Duke and Arizona, BYU and Bama, and BYU's got that guy named Igor.
Yeah. BYU, they move the ball.
They do. I thought BYU was pretty good.
They were. They're good. Bama
Certainly
though.
can score.
But I think
that
Bama,
could be a very fun game to watch.
It can be. I think this
get
is
up and
perfect
down.
for
Yeah.
Bama, though.
Yep.
This is perfect for them.
Houston, Purdue.
Get on their ass, Houston.
Rock fight.
Yeah.
And they
Run.
Get
Run-
ready for the
yeah.
rock fight.
They
Run
put
your
them in the-
stuff.
finna put them in
Run
the
your
sleeper hole.
stuff and
Watch.
use the clock.
Houston finna put them in the sleeper hole.
Get
bro.
ready for the rock fight. And then we got Kentucky versus Tennessee, which is
Kentucky's beaten them both times.
truly unbelievable. Check this. Kentucky and Tennessee have played basketball against each other 185 times. They have never played in the NCAA tournament.
All right.
How about that?
That's pretty cool.
And now they're going to play each other in the Sweet 16. It's kind of crazy they never meet up, right?
Yeah.
Like in all the years of those two basketball programs and as many times as they have faced each other, you would figure just randomly they would meet up in a Sweet 16 or something at some point.
Rick Barnes' third straight Sweet 16.
Yeah?
I got one for you. You mentioned the FAU team, right? The top 3 scorers from the FAU team are all in the Sweet 16 with other teams right now.
Oh, wow.
Including the coach.
Wow.
Yeah, the
Oh,
coach is
Dusty
at
May.
Michigan. He's
So
at Michigan.
all 3 of the top players, the top 3 scorers from the team, and the coach are all in the Sweet 16. So to your point about the FAU team, that team stripped away, and now they're in the Sweet 16.
All right, that's the other thing that I'll say, and I don't want to go back to this too much. The one thing I will say about the Penny thing is we lost to Gonzaga, who was amazing. We lost to FAU in a game we should have never lost because of a weird call at the end, and they went to the Final Four. And that Colorado State team turned out to be pretty damn good.
Bro,
I like
They
that Nick
should've
Clifford.
won. Like
I
we
like
haven't.
him.
Team
It's
full
not
of
like
Steph
it's not.
Currys.
But it's. I mean, when you look at the teams we've lost to, it has been noble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? It hasn't been like the team beats us and then goes out. Like, I'd be super pissed if I'm like Clemson, right? And I get beat by McNeese, and then McNeese gets their ass kicked in the next game.
And not that
these teams that we have lost to have proven to be very good teams.
and not that underdogs don't ever win in college basketball or sports or whatever, but Colorado State was favored.
I know.
They were. They're 12 that was
bro.
favored.
A team full of Steph Currys. I ain't never seen a team full of, like, bro, I ain't never seen a team like that in a while.
Yeah.
Shout out to them, man.
And a fake David Roddy.
And a fake David
They had
Roddy.
a fake Roddy.
They remixed him real quick, bro.
Mbimba. They had the big man. Yeah.
Man, screw them, bro. And their fan base.
Mbimba played a good second half. Danger killed him
All
in
right,
the first half.
if we redid it right now, would you change your pick?
I'm still taking Auburn.
I would change mine. Because
even though they had not looked great.
The team that's looked the best is Duke.
That's what I was going to say. I was going to change my pick to Duke because
Right.
I didn't think Coop
And
was playing.
Flag's fine.
I didn't think Coop was playing, so that's why I didn't pick them to win. But Cooper Flag's been playing. They look dominant, bro. Like, legitimately
and
dominant.
they also fit the like, bro, this is team's going to have a bunch of pros.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
They are going to have a bunch of pros.
Flag,
they look dominant.
nipple.
They're going to have the number one pick
Yeah.
and a bunch of pros. I think I would redo it. I had Bama beating them in the Elite Eight.
Bama's
yeah.
still like, dude, if they,
I know.
you know how it is. If
have-
they
No,
hit
right,
23s,
It's all random.
Yeah, like if Bama hits 23s.
And I love the guard. I love Sears.
Yeah.
Sears, yeah, little Jalen
If
Brunson.
Nelson gets hot, like,
But no,
you know.
if I could redo it, I'll pick Duke now because I know that Coop is healthy. I thought Coop wasn't gonna play. That's why I picked Auburn.
The other one, I think, is Houston. Just because they're playing Purdue and then they're playing the winner of Tennessee, Kentucky. And so, like, I'm looking at the bracket right now. And so, like, let's say maybe that would be what I do because if I look at those, you could foresee a circumstance where Auburn could lose to Michigan or Auburn could lose to Michigan State or Ole Miss. Like, it could happen, right?
Yeah.
Like, okay. Like, Auburn played with their food.
Yeah.
Okay? A little bit. And you know they can go through these stretches where you're like, bro.
They take bad shots,
Florida could
man.
lose to Maryland and Florida could lose to Texas Tech or Arkansas. But it's not likely.
Yeah, I
right?
think Florida's
Oh,
good.
right.
Yeah.
I got it. Right. They might have gotten their close one out of the way with the UConn thing. Right. And they could just mow everybody like Memphis did back in the day, right? Where Memphis played that second round game against Mississippi State, super tight. Then they got to the next weekend and just mowed Michigan State and Texas. But Houston, to me, I look at it and go, I have a really tough time finding a way they're not in the Final Four. I could see Bama randomly hitting a ton of threes and Sears being awesome. I could see Auburn playing with their food. And then we just saw Florida play a really tight game. And so but Houston, it's hard for me to see them losing to Purdue. And it's hard for me to see them losing to the winner of Tennessee, Kentucky. So he might be the one I would end up having to go with. I picked Auburn to win it.
Yeah, Auburn's still mine, but yeah,
I'm still taking
Duke's
Auburn.
the one I'm like, ooh. Or, bro, the way that I know, and I hate to say it, Rose, but the way Arkansas's been playing, like, sometimes people like forget the dude. Talk about pros, they got dudes that are high level players.
They got
the
Boogie
DJ
Flan
Wagner's,
back.
the Billy Richmond, the light skinned tall dude. Like, they got dudes that can hoop too. So
Yeah.
if Arkansas creep up in there,
They got players.
they got players, bro.
The,
But no,
the sneaky
Duke-
thing was
I watched that Houston thing though, and I just like, bro, every friggin' possession is just a war.
Yeah.
you fight for your
Like, who plays like that?
Yeah. And they love it. They
Yes, they love it.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like playing a bunch of football players. Playing basketball
No.
against football players. It's
Yes.
Shout out
like
Houston, man.
Number 4. All right.
Oh Lord.
Grizzlies Weekend. Bro, we got dark. I mean, not only did we lose to the Clippers on Friday night after being up at halftime and then get run out in the second half.
yeah, it wasn't fun. It's not fun.
Then the Saturday night drop of Brandon Clark. Hey, also, just in case you weren't depressed enough, Brandon Clark's out for the rest of the year. Oh, and also, I know it's been, first it was shoulder soreness, and then it was hamstring soreness. We've actually upgraded it to hamstring strain for Ja Morant.
Wait, it's strained now?
I'm like, okay. You know what? How about this? How about you don't tweet it and you just come over to my house and you kick me in the balls
Like 5 times.
1,000 times.
Yeah, just like keep doing it.
Yeah. Like, what is happening, bro? Seriously. Seriously.
Yes. It's depressing.
Am I crazy? It went to strain. Go check.
Let me go double check.
It went from hamstring soreness to hamstring strain.
And we know.
I'm like, he got an MRI and he's got a hamstring? Like, what is going on?
It is left hamstring strain now.
Yeah.
Bro, it started as a shoulder.
It's like working
And they
its way
put
down.
it right in the middle of the injury report too, so you're not really even going to
If
look.
you just skim it,
if you just
yeah,
skim it,
you
you're
don't
not
see
gonna.
it.
You're not even gonna look at
That's
it.
probably
yeah.
why I didn't see it, because I just skimmed it and I just saw his
Yeah.
name. And I was
Oh,
like,
I
all right.
noticed it. I'm like, strained? I thought it was sore.
And Lamar Stevens has shoulder. But dude, he's played like 4 games.
Then he turned the ball over 8 times in 2 seconds.
Yeah.
I heard his shoulder.
Like the last game, he played like 3 minutes.
So they may have to cut him to get a big. Seriously.
We need a big, bro.
Honestly.
Somebody
might
who can
have
play
to.
defense.
They might have to.
And it sucks that BC was one of those ones that wanted to.
You needed him,
needed him.
so badly.
I just want to win the game.
needed him so
We
badly.
now have 3 players that we trust in a playoff series.
Thanks, Roger.
We just needed a big that can switch.
We went from 5 to 3. The beginning of the year we had 5. Now we have 3.
Ball up top.
Ball up top.
I mean,
They
they're
have-
off, and they don't play until tomorrow night
It's-
against Utah.
Dude, they have to win that.
And they play Utah, and then they play Oklahoma City, and then we're back home Saturday against the Lakers.
That is a must win tomorrow night.
How do we get our mojo back?
So it's a must
How?
win. Because you know what's even more depressing?
If you
play the
keep saying
Celtics after-
must win,
Yeah.
It
I'm
is.
gonna
It's a
throw this damn
must.
money at
No,
you.
you know why it's a must win?
what?
That pick we sent to the Wizards,
I know.
it is unprotected.
I know.
So it's like, bro, you
Like Tyreek Hill.
It's raw. It's unprotected like Nick Cannon. It's raw.
And
Bro, Tyreek Hill, they said he-
Antonio
What was,
Cromartie.
what was that thing I said to you guys? It's like 13 kids.
Yeah, 13
Yeah,
kids.
man.
And it was like 3 in the last year. And he's married. I was like, what?
Just get a vasectomy, man. Like, what
Bro,
do you
he got
it's
2
like
rosters. He
snip
got
it.
2 teams of basketball. You got 2 5-on-5s and bench players.
And bench players.
You got enough for a whole basketball game.
Tyreek Hill
Pull out, my guy.
loves having sex.
And a referee.
And a referee.
You got 5-man
Yeah.
team, 6 men, and a referee.
Good job,
Okay,
Tyreek.
so do you remember at the beginning of the season and all these lists were coming out and we were ranked lowly and everything? And I did this whole bit and I was like, no. Grizzly fans are getting all mad. Like, look where this guy's ranked and look where they're ranking the team and look whatever. I said, no. That's what I want. I want nobody believing. I want no, but now, like, fast forward, and like I was like, I like being the underdog. I like being the one that nobody thinks
Yeah.
is supposed to be any good, whatever. And it's like, bro, they took this way too literally.
They really
Yeah.
did.
You know what I mean? Like, I want to exceed expectations. Like, I mean, I tell you this.
Yeah.
Our expectations are so low right now. Like, I liked it when everybody else's expectations were low, but I was like, and we're gonna show you, right? I don't like it when my expectations become low. That's the point where I'm like, damn, man. Like, so they're in a. I will say this: if there's anything positive I could say, it's like, bro, we are like, this is down as we've been in a long time, where it's like, in terms of future prospects of what this team is capable of, because of the won those games, but then turned right back around. Now it's 3 in a row. Guys are injured. Like, I mean, again, I promise you, there will not be one person in the world that picks them in the playoffs. Nobody. No matter who they play. There won't be anybody that picks the Grizzlies to win.
You won't either.
I am. Don't be a hater. Let's go,
No,
Grizz.
you-
Ball
well-
on top, bro. I'm not. Hey, look, bro. Look, Roser. Somebody got a ride, bro. Ride for the M, bro.
The top 8 seeds, there's none
what
of
I'm
them you
saying?
believe we would beat in the 7-game series.
The
Roser.
only thing to hang on to.
Put your chest out,
Feet
bro.
to fire.
Hey,
My feet finna be on fire,
hey,
bro.
hey, this is the. Hey, look, hold on.
tough.
This
It'd be
is
crispy.
the only thing to hang on to. And and I am hanging. Cliffhanger style. Yes.
Like the dude from that show.
Yes.
You got one finger holding on. You got one finger that's holding on up there.
Yeah. This is the thing to hold on to. Our 3 best players literally never play together. What if they did? It's only happened like 30 times.
In the last 2 years.
They never played.
Play together.
If we had Morant, Bane, and Jaren,
We'll be all right. Yeah.
maybe it'd be okay.
Yeah.
Maybe we'd be able to win. I just don't know because I don't get to see it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I feel you.
That's what I can hold on to. It's like, all right, look, by the time you get to the playoffs, it's bubble wrapped Morant, and then you got Jaren and you got Bane. Well, if we could have all 3 of those guys and we could play those guys for 40 minutes apiece, by the time we get to the playoffs, then we're going to be a much better team than we're showing.
Yeah.
That's what I'd say, right? I don't have to watch a lot of these guys play. Like, we even went playoff rotation in the Clippers, and it was gnarly.
It's very dark.
Yeah.
It got spooky.
I mean, it gets.
It got spooky.
And now with no Brandon Clark, gross.
Look, man.
He was going to end up starting in the playoffs.
Yeah, it was gonna be Ja,
They may
Santi, Jaren.
I bet it'll be Santi and Jaren in the front court.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Yep. And then we'll get out rebounded 700 to nothing.
Dude, we can't guard.
Hey, I will say, Edie played better off the bench. We talked about that.
He did.
He played a lot better off the bench.
He did play better off the bench.
Yeah. We can't guard.
You can't guard.
I'm not trying to guard.
Yeah,
But we
theoretically,
cannot
they
guard.
are trying to. Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
they're supposed to be trying to guard.
Hey, just look. If you want to get more depressed, even though I feel like I'm still hopeful. You want to get more depressed though?
No.
Look at our next 3 home games.
I'm aware.
Yeah, we go Lakers, Celtics, Warriors.
Ball up top.
We have
bro.
5 home games left. It's Lakers, Celtics, Warriors, Timberwolves, and then the last one's the Mavericks.
Yeah,
But
that doesn't count. That doesn't count. Vernon, it's okay, bro.
Is Curry going to be out when we play him?
I hope so.
Yeah.
Even though some of us hit a full court shot this weekend.
Is that real?
I thought that shit
Has
was
that
AI,
been confirmed
bro.
it's
Yes.
real?
It wasn't like the LeBron commercial.
Because there's a
you
couple
sure?
of angles that I see where I'm like, I don't know if
it
that's
was real.
I don't know if that's real.
That was real as the streets.
He is Satan.
Bro, that's the streets.
Only Satan can do that.
Who?
That is the devil's work.
Number 5, NBA standings. All right, so we know Oklahoma City's running away with it, but man, Houston is now in second. They are a game up on Denver. They are 2 games up on the Lakers, who have been, because Houston, by virtue of boy, did they go 9-1 at the best time to go 9-1, because Denver's 5-5 in their last 10, the Lakers are 4-6 in their last 10, and the Grizzlies are 5-5 in their last 10. So you got these teams that have been, Denver, the Lakers, and the Grizzlies have all been decidedly average over their last 10 games, if not worse. And then you have Houston, who's winning Houston and Oklahoma City, who are winning a ton ahead of them. And then all those teams at the bottom keep on making up ground because you've got Golden State, Minnesota, and the Clippers all 8-2 in their last 10 games.
Yep.
And so the Grizzlies are holding on to a 2-game lead over Golden State, a 2.5-game lead over Minnesota, and a 3-game lead over the Clippers. You're just trying to stay out of 7 and 8.
We need our swagger.
Just trying to stay out of 7 and 8.
Where is
Right.
our swagger?
Need it back. Need it back.
Beat the
Need
Jazz
it back
tomorrow,
quickly.
man.
Must win.
Huh?
It's a must-win game.
Must-win game, bro.
It is.
You got to beat the Jazz, bro.
Would you look at what we have in front of it? And it's like, dude, you have to win that game tomorrow night.
You
You have to.
You have to.
You have to.
You got OKC.
win.
The only
Lakers.
thing I'll say is it is so crazy that every single night there are these intensely bizarre outcomes.
That Lakers game against
The Lakers
Bulls
getting beat by the Bulls
was-
by 1,000 with LeBron and Luka. I was like, just what is going on? Last week the Knicks dropping their game to San Antonio and then turn around and losing to Charlotte. And it's like, what is happening? What is going on? You've got this weird combination of resting stars, tanking teams, and then the home stretch of the season. Dude, the Cavs have lost 4 in a row.
Yep.
Was their last win us?
No, they beat the Jazz.
Okay.
Yesterday.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They beat the Jazz.
Okay.
He said it was the last week.
I'm not kidding. Didn't they start losing like right after
they
us?
lost 3 in a row after that.
4.
Yeah, 4 in a row after they left.
They lost 4 in a row because they
Orlando, LA, Sacramento, Phoenix, and they beat Utah yesterday. It snapped the snide.
And they're still 57-14.
What a record. Yeah. That's what it looks like in the Eastern Conference. Dude, Miami just they can't lose enough.
Bro, they're tanking and they're still in the 10th seed?
No, they can't lose enough.
How do you tank and you're still in the play-in?
They can't lose enough. Toronto, Brooklyn, and the Sixers, the Hornets, and the Wizards are not going to let that happen. You want too much already.
Bro.
You got your 30 wins is too much.
They got Jimmy Butler
5,
back tomorrow
6,
night.
7, 8, 9. They've lost
TNT game.
10 of their last
Jimmy
11
buckets.
games.
Yeah. And look at the win.
Charlotte and Washington. Those are the last 2 wins they have.
Yeah, in March.
Yes.
The whole month. It's March 24th, Devin.
Shout out to the Bulls. They love the play-in. They just
Josh
live
Giddey
there
been
every
hooping, bro.
year.
The
They just
Diddler been
live.
hooping.
They can make trades, and they're living right there every year. 8, 9, 10.
The tanking thing is a real problem this year, and obviously because of Cooper Flagg and Ace Bailey, Dylan Harper, all these guys at the very top. So I've had this discussion with Jacoby a lot on the mismatch about like what can they do, right? Like, and his idea was to flatten the odds, but unfortunately, what then was brought to our attention is that could go the other way too, right? Because then you're like somebody like that doesn't care about being in the play-in, and you're going, well, geez, I'd rather have the same odds as the worst team in the world, right? If I can get in the lottery,
Yeah.
I got the same odds as the Wizards at getting Cooper Flagg. So it might actually encourage people to drop down rather than to win. So I had a discussion about this a lot, and I knew that eventually somebody was going to hit me up with something, I always kept saying, I don't know what the great answer is, but somebody smarter than me, is going to figure this out at some point. And I had a guy send it to me, and I've got to stress test this to figure it out. But I actually thought on merit, it was, how like they're doing the repeater tax thing? Mm-hmm. Right? So like you can't live in the apron and the second apron.
Right.
And so then they start penalizing you basketball-wise. Right? Like you're losing your pick 7 years down the road, all this crap, right? If you're egregious repeater. Mm-hmm. If you just say money doesn't matter to me, and this was like what they could do to try to prevent Ishbia and Ballmer and some of the new owners from just saying, it's ashtray money. I don't care. Like I'll spend $500 bazillion on a team. I'll pay all your penalties.
I'll use it all as a tax write-off.
But if you start hurting them basketball-wise, then it's like, well, shoot, I can't, right? So this one was actually smart. This guy sent to me, and again, I got to think about this some more. So what he was saying is, if you're in the, like let's say you go, like you're in the lottery, not because of a traded pick, but because you lose, right? Because you're like a losing franchise. Mm-hmm. Then the next year, you can't get the number 1 pick. And then the next year, you can't get the number 2 pick. And then the next year, you can't get the number 3 pick. The next year, you can't get the number 4. You want to stay in the lottery. Every year you stay in the lottery. Every year you have a rat team, you are penalized one pick. Like you can't get that pick. The best pick you can get is the second pick. And you start from there.
And then the best year, and then you can get the third pick, the best you can get.
Right. So if you're going to be, like, you know what I mean? It encourages, like, you can't be in the lottery every year.
Yeah.
No. I mean, you can.
We're not allowing you to be the Pittsburgh Pirates.
Correct.
Yeah, you can't just keep racking up.
But it's penalizing you basketball-wise in a very tangible way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that was actually
you can massage it a little bit.
I think that maybe could work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because if I told you can't get Cooper Flagg this year, right?
Yeah.
You may view things a little differently in terms of how you want to build your team and how you want to play this out. I don't know.
No,
I
think it makes some sense.
Yeah, like I said, you can massage it a little bit and make it into a thing.
I like the repeater.
Yeah, for sure.
The repeater penalty.
The repeater penalty. It sounds
You
cool.
want to keep sucking? All right, fine.
Yeah.
Keep sucking then. That's
Pause,
crazy.
man. Y'all are
All right,
wild.
take
for
a
that.
break.
My bad.
Wow.
We're going to take a break. We'll be back into this Chris Vernon show.
Sonic Radio. Welcome back to Sonic RNDIO. That spells radio with me, the CIO. This just in, the new Sonic $1.99 menu lets you build a crave-worthy meal for just $1.99 an item, whether that's a creamy shake, crispy tots, or a quarter-pound double cheeseburger. This just out. Ostriches. They're mean, not very cute, and in my opinion, way too big for a bird. Don't miss the Sonic Fun 99 menu. 5 items, always $1.99. Live free, eat Sonic.
Tax not included. See menu for details.
Thanks for showing up, Memphis. Nothing beats catching your Grizzlies IRL, and nobody knows that better than you. So next time you want to hit up a game, Ticketmaster's got your back with tickets to every upcoming matchup. Whether you're catching the Grizzlies at home or on the road, you'll find tickets at Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the Memphis Grizzlies and the NBA. Keep putting that jersey collection to use and get Grizzlies tickets today. There's no better brag than saying you saw it live. See you courtside again soon, Memphis.
Fake, a three, it's true for Desmond Bain. FBK, fly by King. Wheels through the lane, now spins back. Ja hangs, puts it in! Oh, what a shot by Morant in the clutch. So hot. Oh, Jared said no! Because he doesn't put on a play, comes up with a monster block.
When it's all on the line, you turn to the strong, the stable, the unwavering. To those with a history of raising their performance, to meet the moment. It's true in basketball. It's true in banking. Grizzlies Checking from Pinnacle. Play hard, bank easy. Open a Grizzlies checking account with at least $100 and a recurring direct deposit by August 31st, and you could receive a $200 direct deposit bonus into your account. Details at grizzliesbanking.com. Member FDIC.
Sonic Radio. Welcome back to Sonic RNDIO. That spells radio with me, the CIO. This just in, the new Sonic $1.99 menu lets you build a crave-worthy meal for just $1.99 an item, whether that's a creamy shake, crispy tots, or a quarter-pound double cheeseburger. This just out. Ostriches. They're mean, not very cute, and in my opinion, way too big for a bird. Don't miss the Sonic Fun 99 menu. 5 items, always $1.99. Live free, eat Sonic.
Tax not included. See menu for details.
Grizzlies fans, dunks, dimes, and no-looks are great on TV, but nothing compares to catching them IRL. And that starts with buying tickets at Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the Memphis Grizzlies and the NBA. Ticketmaster gets you to the game so you can catch every highlight in person. From seeing your favorite Grizzly stars up close to hearing the squeak of the sneakers on the hardwood. Put that jersey collection to use and get tickets at Ticketmaster. There's no better brag than saying you saw it live. See you courtside, Memphis.
Can't wait. It's time to get it popping. It's going to be crazy. The fans are going to be loud. We need just energy.
Behind the back to Jared for the flush.
We're going to need, the form rocking. We're going to need, everybody in Memphis to be out there to come to support.
When the fans are good, we're good. Simple as that.
A Bain 3. Yes, sir! Desmond Bain with ice water in his veins.
We'll ride the energy together.
When it's all on the line, you turn to the strong, the stable, the unwavering. To those with a history of raising their performance, to meet the moment. It's true in basketball. It's true in banking. Grizzlies Checking from Pinnacle. Play hard, bank easy. Open a Grizzlies checking account with at least $100 and a recurring direct deposit by August 31st, and you could receive a $200 direct deposit bonus into your account. Details at grizzliesbanking.com. Member FDIC.
Double your chances to win all month long in March with 2 big promotions. On Fridays, embrace the madness and win a share of $150,000 in cash and free play. On Saturdays, starting March 8th, go for the gold and win your share of up to $10,000 in cash and free play in the 80K Fool's Gold giveaway. Enjoy live entertainment all month long and play for your chance to win big in March only at Southland Casino Hotel. Must be 21 or up. Play responsibly. For help quitting, call 800-522-4700.
Thanks for showing up, Memphis. Nothing compares to catching your Grizzlies IRL. And that all starts with buying tickets at Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the Memphis Grizzlies and the NBA. Ticketmaster gets you to the game so you can catch every highlight. Put that jersey collection to use for the next game and get Grizzlies tickets at Ticketmaster. Whether they're here at FedEx Forum or on the road, Ticketmaster's got your back when it comes to scoring tickets. And there's no better brag than saying you saw it live.
Welcome back to the Chris Vernon Show on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app. Now, back to your host, Chris
On one morning
Vernon.
bright and clear, my old folks and I drew near, just a village down in sunny Tennessee. I'd been speeding on that train that would bring me back again to that girl I left in sunny Tennessee. I could hear those voices singing as she bid farewell to me. Far across the fields of cotton, my old homestead I could see. As the moon rose in its glory, then I told
All right, we're back. Chris
my
Vernon.
saddest story.
Let's knock out these last 5. I love these last 5.
I love the last 5 of 10 things.
Shoot it. Number 6. What'd you watch?
Hey, look.
You actually have something?
Oh, yeah, I watched some stuff.
What? I was watching the NCAA Tournament the whole time.
So was I.
I don't think I watched anything else.
It got mid towards like coming them games, so I turned it off.
I should have watched something else.
Yeah, I watched. There's this new series on Netflix.
Netflix?
Yeah, called Running Point. Have you seen it?
Running Point?
Kate Hudson.
Yeah, this is the Kate Hudson.
This is the Jeannie Buss show.
Yeah, the comedy
yeah.
series. Yeah.
Is it good?
It's great, bro. I love
What?
it. So like she like the president of a team of the Lakers, basically.
Yeah,
They're
yeah,
called
yeah.
the Waves. Dude, I loved it.
You did?
Bro, it's like I think it's not like hilariously funny, but it makes you do a little that's funny, do a little chuckle, and I just think
they call it the Jeannie Buss show.
yeah, it's basically like a woman's running a team in a world full of men, right? Where she's having to deal with like meeting these other owners of teams, and she's the only woman in the room. But I thought it was I thought it was funny.
You thought it was good.
Also,
how many episodes did you watch?
I got 8 episodes in.
What?
That's what I'm telling you. I enjoyed it that much.
Oh my goodness!
Bro, I
Good reviews.
binged
Good
that.
reviews. Yeah, 7 on the Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah.
Nobody has a written review about
How many
it.
is it?
10 episodes. I'm almost done.
And you're-
I'm gonna finish tonight.
You watched 8 episodes of it?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, dude, I'm telling you, I really enjoyed it, bro. Like I said, I laughed like audibly a couple times, but most of the show, like you'll like stuff will happen.
Is there basketball in it?
Yeah, a lot of basketball.
Oh, there is.
There's one.
Are they believable?
No.
No.
There's.
What team is it?
They're called the Los Angeles Waves.
The Waves.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like, there's one part, just no spoilers. There's one guy who's like a tyrant on the team, right?
Okay.
He's like the malcontent, like.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a woman running our team. Haha. What the hell?
yeah,
Would you?
yeah.
Like, there was a lot like when she got to deal with like, yo, would you smash, bro? Like that kind of stuff.
Toxic
wow.
masculinity.
And then they got like
yeah.
a jersey patch, and the jersey patch was Sephora. And he was like, I'm not wearing a Sephora on my jersey. And he wrote like Sephora ass on his jersey. Like it's funny, bro. Like it's funny, bro. Like
He loves that.
he like
That's Roser humor.
Added 2 S's to the end of Sephora.
Sephora ass.
Sephora ass. And like he posted on Instagram.
I like
and
it.
the Sephora people were like, yo, what the hell's going on? We pay all this,
Lord.
like all that kind of stuff. Like I thought it was funny. I need season 2.
I mean,
I'm telling you, bro.
It really is the story
I sat
of
there and
Jeannie
watched
Buss.
it, and I was like laughing. Like I said, I chuckled a couple times, but like, cause there's always like a goofy character in there too that like plays like the stupid role, or whatever.
Yeah, right.
But I enjoyed it, bro. Shout out to
All right,
Point.
Running Point. He says he liked it. Devin gives it a good review.
Also,
79% from the critics, 82 from the audience.
Okay.
So,
Also,
yeah.
Kate Hudson, sneakily still very attractive.
Oh, yeah.
She's great.
I was looking at her like, hold on, it's like a weird attractive though. They ain't like a she bad, right?
And she owns, what is it, Fabletics?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, she does?
Yeah.
Well,
She
I don't know if she
started
owns
Fabletics.
it.
She was
her and Kevin Hart like are the.
No, she like.
I think it's Kevin Hart's, dude. I think it's Kevin Hart's. They got Khloe Kardashian in on it too.
No, it's Kate Hudson. She co-founded it in 2013. She's the co-founder of the company.
What's
Yeah.
Kevin Hart?
He's just a dude who endorses it.
That's not true.
Come on.
That's not true. He is not just a dude that
So
endorses
Kate Hudson
it.
co-founded Fabletics in 2013 with business partners Don Ressler and Adam Goldenberg. She owns 20% of the company.
Look up Kevin Hart and Fabletics. He does not just endorse it. He's like part of it somehow. I don't know how.
He's the face of the brand.
Face of the brand?
But he does not own it.
Huh.
Yeah.
He's got to be making an absolute fortune.
You were wrong.
How do you know?
Was right. I said he was just.
You didn't even know. You didn't even know he was involved.
Yeah, dude. I always see Kevin Hart's Instagram ads. It's like buy one get one free this weekend.
Did you watch anything?
Wait till your on clouds come.
You didn't watch anything?
Didn't watch nothing.
Sports.
And then went out to do.
Give us your
we always have to do dining reviews.
I got a dining review too.
Hey, he has turned. He's turned from a guy that watches TV to a guy. No more Law and Order SVUs and all that. He goes out to eat. He's always at dinner.
He's always eating dinner.
He's always eating dinner.
I text you like, yo, I'm at dinner right now.
I found time to get a couple Law and Order SVU reruns in this weekend.
You're Mr. Dinner.
No, but
Where was dinner?
Okay, I watched 3 Law and Order SVU
where was
reruns.
Where was dinner this weekend?
Dinner was at Patrick's.
Oh,
wait, over there on like Mendenhall?
On Park and Mendenhall, yeah. Or Park in Mount Moriah.
Is it still cracking?
Yeah, dude, it was slammed.
Really?
It was slammed, yeah. So it's a Tigers bar.
Okay.
It is. It's a Tigers bar, but we went Saturday, but it was slammed Saturday.
Also a Cougars bar.
For sure, Cougars bar. It's like the sister of Brookhaven.
So there might be, but I didn't. So no, this is what it is. Yeah, it's like Brookhaven is Brookhaven
for sure.
Brookhaven also a Tigers bar, but Brookhaven's like the young Tigers bar. Patrick's is where the older Tigers fans go.
These are old Tigers.
Yeah,
old Tigers.
Wings were awesome.
Yeah,
wings were great. Yeah,
great,
spicy.
Oh,
man,
what's
had a kick
what's
to them.
the
I
flavor
loved
called?
it. It's just you get spicy, or they've got a I can't remember what the other flavors called, but I got
was at
spicy
Patrick's.
because you got to get them hot.
I want to
Where'd
give
you go?
a recommend to Crazy Mexican.
Crazy Mexican.
It's a sports bar on Winchester. Me and my homeboys went Saturday night. I recommend it to everybody.
You thought it was great?
It was great. My margarita was phenomenal. My nachos were phenomenal, and my servers was even better. So yeah,
Crazy Mexican.
I recommend it to everybody. Y'all go out there.
You told us this is a replacement for Hooters.
Yeah, it's like the new Hooters, bro. It's like a remix version, but the girls are way more attractive.
Yeah.
So yeah, y'all go eat at what's it called?
Crazy Mexican.
Crazy Mexican. 6433 Winchester Road.
That's his spot. Loved it.
It's a great time.
Crazy Mexican and Patrick. Look at y'all.
Yeah,
what a world.
We gotta get you out more, bro.
Huh?
We gotta get you out more.
I think I ate pizza every day.
In different shapes.
I respect it.
I
love pizza.
I had wings from Fresh Market and Red Baron on Friday.
Oh, you frozen pizza.
Yeah, that was I made it for William, and then I ended up eating it.
I mean, you can
Saturday.
You can eat an entire Red Baron, can't you?
Yes.
Yeah, easy.
Come on.
Yeah, that's light work.
Think I'm an adult.
Yeah, light work.
We're adults, Roser.
How dare you?
That's light work.
How dare you?
Yeah.
You could eat a whole. And then on Saturday, I had I had to go to my daughter's soccer game, so I had pyros.
I hadn't had pyros in a while.
I love pyros.
Pyros is good, yeah.
I love pyros.
Yeah, I
she
like
wanted
pyros.
pyros after her soccer game, so I had that.
Okay.
And then yesterday, I don't think I said I'm not going to eat pizza today. I'm too big of a fat ass. I can't do it anymore.
Spent 2 days carb loading,
Yes.
and now you got to cut back. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I respect it.
Yep. Number 7. Good event going on in Memphis tonight. Redbirds are playing the Cardinals.
Oh, Battle of the Birds.
It's the Battle of the Birds.
Yeah.
Over at AutoZone Park. So if you want to head over and support a local sporting event that is going on tonight, the Battle of the Birds with the and I think Cardinals have gotten at least people being mildly, and it's not even I don't know, tepidly, not even always have mildly, like hopeful, just because some things got better towards the end of spring training, but the pitching still, I'm not very hopeful about this season. and the way this season is going to go. That being said, after this Battle of the Birds is going on tonight over at AutoZone Park, where the Redbirds are going to be playing against the Cardinals. And look, a Major League Baseball team is in town, right? Yeah. Season's going to start this week for Major League Baseball. And so that's going to get underway. I will say, big shout out to show friend Brent Rooker, who is turned into Babe Ruth the last week and has hit 3 bombs in like 3 games. Every time I told him last night, save some for the season.
Yeah,
for real.
We want to root for the best home run hitter outside of Shohei Ohtani.
Yeah.
And so hopefully he can save some bombs for the season ahead. But anyways, Cardinals versus the Redbirds tonight over at AutoZone Park.
So I pulled up the tickets, bro. There ain't that many tickets left.
No. Look, it's
big Cardinals town.
Big Cardinals town. It's a Major League Baseball team.
Yeah, so
they don't come here, and you know what? This is a renewal of this.
Yeah.
This was gone. This was gone for a minute.
Yeah.
So I'm glad they're coming back and doing this. It was always a cool little event because, right, you get to go see the team. When are you getting to see a Major League Baseball team play here?
Exactly, never.
It's the only chance you got to see a Major League Baseball team play here.
So gates open at 3 o'clock.
3?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
The Redbirds batting practice at from 3 to 4. If you want to watch the Cardinals bat, from 4 to 5. Pregame ceremonies.
So people can go and watch a batting practice.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Pregame ceremonies from 5:45, and then the first pitch is at 6:15.
All right, 6:15 tonight. Battle of the Birds over at AutoZone Park. So you can go check it out. Number 8. Rest in peace, George Foreman. One of the great boxing champions of all time. I posted this video from over the weekend of him hitting a heavy bag because it's the first. Every time I know a lot of people think about the grills, and especially a younger generation, you think of the George Foreman grill.
Yep, for sure.
But I always think of, there's 2 things, right? Like, first, one of the best sports documentaries ever is called When We Were Kings. And then there's this video that I remember seeing, it's BBC, of him hitting a heavy bag. You just go, and the thing, if you've ever hit a heavy bag, you know, for an average person, it is much more likely you swing as hard as you could and you hurt your wrist than it is. He is caving the thing in. The power of the dictate.
You know how strong you have to be.
Dude, he knocks a guy's hat off.
Both sides of that bag are caved in.
Gotta be a special
I
kind
would
of
encourage
strong.
anybody, go hit a heavy bag and see what happens to it.
Don't
Bro,
do
the
that.
only thing that's going to cave in is your fist.
Yeah.
It's much more likely that your fist caves in than the friggin'. And those are the old school ones. Those are those like old leather bags.
Yeah.
And he's just got that thing dented. You know, they said that when Muhammad Ali was fighting them, like stuff like that, like when you'd be training, because they were in close quarters, he refused to look at it. He would not look at it. He would walk by and never look at him training. He's like, I want to see that. Like, you look like you can explode your whole body.
Yeah.
Like, who wants to watch it? Who would fight that? If you saw that, you would never fight that.
Yeah, I'm good, dog. You got it.
The idea that could hit you, what does that do to your organs if it hits you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big George Foreman.
Straight power punch. And I will say, as a child, so he was a legend, obviously, in the 60s and 70s. And then there were all those great fighters back then. Ken Norton and Muhammad Ali and Larry Holmes, George Foreman, on and on and on. But I remember vividly him coming back and after 20 years of losing his title, beating Michael Moorer.
Yeah.
That was like a big sports moment when I was a kid. And anybody can go back and watch that on YouTube. It's one of the most incredible sports moments of all time. Because Michael Moorer was a real champion, and he was beating up George Foreman. And George Foreman was old, right?
Yeah.
And in the 10th round, Foreman caught him one time and took him down. And it was like, bro, winning a heavyweight championship of the world 20 years apart is insane.
Wild. Yeah, that's crazy.
Like, imagine
Yeah.
anybody accomplishing something. I mean, that is truly ludicrous.
That's crazy. For real.
To win a heavyweight championship 20 years after you lost it, that is one of those things that should never in a billion years be possible to be done. But he did it.
Yeah. Because imagine if you started when you were 20 and 20 years later you're 40, bro.
And it is crazy because he became like one of the. There's like the three things I think about are like four things: him hitting that bag, and the documentary, the Michael Moorer thing, the grills, because that is one of the great celebrity endorsements of all time, bro, if not the most significant celebrity. Can you think of anybody that has their name on a product like that is that significant? Who didn't? I mean, bro, and not only did everybody have one, everybody's had four.
Yes, no, bro. Every household I went into when I was younger had a George Foreman.
No,
grill.
It's what I've said. The air fryer is the new George Foreman grill.
It's the remix. It was the birth of it.
Yeah, like.
But nobody really put their name on that.
No, nobody put their name on it. Like.
Let's see, the George. Nah, bro, that might be the biggest one, bro.
The other thing is, he has all these. The other thing I always remember about him is all these kids named George.
Yeah.
How many kids is it? And he named them all the same name? I'm not kidding. That's a real thing.
George the Third, George the Fourth, Georgita. Wait, he named even the girls?
Yeah.
What's wrong with this dude, bro?
How many is it?
He named all his 5 sons George. And and he has a father, the daughters Natalie, Michi, and Georgita, and the late Frida. So he has 8 kids. Dang,
6 Georges?
6 Georges.
Every boy he had, he named George.
Okay, bro.
Unprotected.
That's a little aggressive, bro. Oh, my bad. 12 kids. My bad.
12?
12 kids.
How many Georges?
All about his 12 kids. Let's see. Hold on.
That's amazing.
So 5 sons, 7 girls.
Wow.
Yeah. Dang, George. He was the first Tyreek Hill. For real.
Can almost play 7-on-7.
No, right? Shout out to George Foreman, man.
Number 9, Viktor Hovland won the Valspar over the weekend. And the reason this is significant is because you've got 2 big names there at the very top. Viktor Hovland outdueled Justin Thomas. And so now with like 20 days left until we get to the Masters, it is nice to see, like, you know, they're playing back in Texas this weekend, and both Scotty Scheffler and McIlroy will be in that. And Scheffler and McIlroy have both been amazing over the course of the last year. But the best thing that can happen, especially when you're adding in the live guys, is like, look, we know the state of it right now, and we know these guys aren't in golf, like they're not all playing together or whatever. But the best thing that can happen is, like, at the top of a leaderboard, you're seeing Viktor Hovland and Justin Thomas. Like, you know what I mean? You want the best guys to be the best guys.
Yeah. Some names
and so he's worked with like all these different swing coaches. You ever see this stuff on Hovland? He's like a for real like maniac when it comes to this stuff. He like stays up at night watching stuff on YouTube for tips.
Wait, really?
He's like one of the best golfers in the world. Can you imagine if like Steph Curry was watching like basketball videos of like how to get
better?
Yeah, like he's one of these guys that takes like every single piece of information. And then yesterday he was like, I still don't like how I'm hitting the ball, but because he said earlier in the week he sucks right now. He had missed 3 straight cuts. 3 straight cuts. In tournaments. And then, like 2 rounds into this one, he's like, I just suck right now. I don't even know what I'm doing. Like, I don't even know what my swing is.
Sheesh.
And then he won. And then they're like, so did you figure? He's like, it still sucks. I just like, I'm kind of figuring out how to put it. I'm telling you guys, you got to be real nuts.
Yeah.
You got to be really nuts. Like, he's like talking about how like he just won, and he's like, yeah, that did not feel right. Like, I just wasn't very good.
You won, bro.
You won.
He's like, I don't know how to explain this. I'm just figuring out how to hit it where I want to hit it. But it's not. But that's the craziness that goes on in somebody's head.
Yeah, right.
Right? He just can't, like, he can't calm the voices. He's so talented, too. Anyways, shout out to our boy Braden Thornberry, who made his first cut.
Shout out, Braden.
He made his cut, dude.
Making the cut, that's the big step.
He made the cut.
Shout out,
so
Braden.
now we got to get into
Big
a top
ups.
40.
Yeah.
That's what's next.
Yeah.
We got to get into a top 40 after that. And also, maybe the biggest golf news over the weekend was Tiger Woods announcing his relationship with Vanessa Trump,
bro, that man right
who
there,
looked
boy.
way young.
Yeah,
but then when I looked up, is 47 and is the ex of Don Jr. I was like, what is going on? This is the golf girl's mom.
Yeah.
Kai Trump.
Yeah.
Who is going to play Tiger, or she's going to play collegiate.
You asked for privacy, and he asked for privacy too, but you married a Trump.
No, he didn't marry her.
How do you ask for privacy
Engaged,
on
right?
Instagram?
Huh?
Are they engaged?
I don't think they got engaged.
No, he didn't ask.
I think he was just
He's just
hard
posting it.
launching.
Yeah, hard launching on IG.
Hard launching on the gram?
Yeah, I remember when you hard launched.
Pause. You make that sound
I
right.
remember
You
it.
hard launch, Roser.
You make
Hard launch
launching.
John Reb.
John Launch.
Yep.
That boy launched.
Yep.
boy.
She said that she was going to turn him into a Reb. That was the
Yeah.
hard launch.
And I'm wearing a hog hat.
Yep. It hadn't worked yet, huh?
I'm hogging.
It hadn't worked yet.
Hey, but
Anyways.
why did he do that though? Like,
I don't know.
Yeah, like a
Why
random-
did you? Yeah, why?
like the
Hey,
caption-
look, I'm going out with this super famous person, and you're all going to cover it, but please respect
Please
my
respect
privacy.
my privacy. Look at me. I posted this on Instagram, but please
Yeah, I
respect
didn't
my
even know.
privacy.
I didn't even know what was going on.
Tiger, you too old for that, bro. You too old for that, bro. You keep it. You keep.
It
on
feels
with
like some friend is like, man, you just need to just go ahead and, you know.
And the photos you picked are very like.
I guess what's happening is he wanted to go ahead and put that out there with that picture of them standing in front of a wall and then laying in, I guess, a hammock.
A hammock, yeah.
Yeah. I need a hammock.
Love
Anyways.
is in the air and life is better with you by my side.
Yeah,
we look forward
this is
to
a real
our
hard
journey.
launch.
Yeah, this is
I guess like, do you do that so you don't get TMZ saying Tiger Woods seen with
Spot
Vanessa?
it. Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Tiger Woods seen with Vanessa Trump. Right. Like you do it that way because otherwise he is so famous. Like I think you do it so that you can live your life. Right?
Yeah.
And then you say, please respect my privacy.
But don't tell us to respect your privacy, bro, when you were
All right,
you
understood.
berating us, bro. We
Yeah.
was having a good day yesterday.
Yeah, we weren't thinking about
We
you,
weren't
dude.
thinking about you,
we
Tiger.
didn't. Yeah,
But-
you're not playing in the Masters. You had surgery. You're done.
But
Like,
you do need to think about the other side, which is you really have to keep that relationship completely private.
Yeah.
Until you're ready to say, okay, we actually want to be able to go out to dinner.
Yeah.
Right? We want to be able to actually go somewhere together, be on a vacation. You can't. You've got to keep that thing completely under wraps until the moment, and then you have a choice. You can either hard launch it and tell everyone, or everybody's going to do it for you, and then it's going to look like you're sneaking around.
Exactly. I have a theory though.
Okay.
I don't think Tiger did this.
You think it's her?
I think she pushed him into it. The way that whole caption is not.
Love is in the air.
Yeah. What did you ever heard Tiger say that other than that phone call?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like does that? We've all been there. We've all been there, guys. We've all been pressured into the hard launch. I think Tiger was pushing.
Love is in the air.
Love is in the air. Respect our privacy at this time. Tiger, come on, bro. You was at Denny's getting freaky, bro. Come on, bro. Come on. But I'm so happy for you. Does that mean he's going to be...
I didn't even know who Vanessa Trump was.
Is he done golfing? Is it a wrap for him?
Huh?
Is he done
tore
golfing?
his Achilles.
Oh, yeah, it's a wrap.
man. I mean, he's...
Right?
It's a wrap for
I
him.
mean, low key, it's been a wrap for a couple years. But
I thought maybe that he'd get a new stink next to him, then he'll come back.
He's got a torn Achilles, bro, and he's old.
And he only plays like a couple of tournaments a year.
He's old.
I mean, and he's had 10 back surgeries.
Yeah, that's a wrap.
And
for
he's
Tiger.
like, I mean, yeah, the idea of him coming back, it would be the most unbelievable thing ever. Truly.
Yeah, that's a wrap.
If he was able to come back and even be somewhat, he has not been able to be competitive anyway. Except for that father-son thing him and Charlie did.
Yeah.
Where even then they lost to the guy with the long putter and his stepson, which isn't fair to me.
Yeah, right.
It's not fair. It needs to be blood as far as I'm concerned. Stepson shouldn't count.
Nah, it shouldn't.
No.
It gotta be whole blood. By the
Right.
way, I've done some more research on the Tiger thing because he also hard launched Lindsey Vonn a very similar way.
Tiger's got a type, man.
He does have
Trump,
a type.
Lindsey Vonn,
Is it-
Elin.
Isn't Lindsey Vonn the one that got left at the altar by Rory?
No,
Who
that
did
was
that?
Wozniacki.
Oh, Wozniacki.
Oh, but no, if you go back and look
You're
at
right.
his hard launch for Lindsey Vonn, bro, he kind of like
same thing.
He didn't leave her at the altar. But he broke up.
Like the invitations were out.
The invitations were out. Yeah, he broke up with her right before the wedding, and then he was like awesome right after that because he had sucked leading up to that. And then
I thought maybe this was gonna be a resurgence, bro. Maybe you get a little new jump next to you. Maybe you can come back. But you saying he done? Never mind.
I mean, the only major that he could, you would think win ever again would be the Masters because he's played it so many times.
I mean, bro, recovering from Achilles at his age.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if anybody
can do it, if anybody can do it.
Yes.
It's 49-year-old Tiger Woods, man.
Yep. Number 10 tonight. All right, well, we have just been basketball. There is that Memphis Redbirds St. Louis Cardinals game that is going on over at AutoZone Park. If you want to see something locally, mercifully, the Grizzlies don't play tonight. We don't have to deal with that until tomorrow night. We do have Timberwolves Pacers. We just got to be rooting for all these, especially these West-East games.
Yeah.
We're Pacers fans tonight. And by the way,
low-key they're in fourth now.
Also, those two teams played one of the best games I've watched this year a week ago, where Obi Toppin went bananas and hit 2 threes at the very end of the game.
Yeah.
You remember that?
Yeah.
That was their game. We're rooting for the Magic against the Lakers.
Okay.
We are rooting for the Bulls against the Nuggets.
Go Bulls.
Go Bulls.
We are rooting Bucks against the Suns. Just why not? And then
they say the Suns have won 4 in a row.
And then the Celtics, I guess, versus the Kings. But anyway, look, the big ones are the Pacers and the Timberwolves. It's at Indiana tonight. And the Magic and the Lakers, it is at Orlando tonight. Okay. Oh, my God. And then, look, if you're a real glutton for punishment, you've got a doozy tonight. Wizards Raptors.
Oh, boy.
Wait till you see those lineups.
I kind of want to watch it just to see what they roll out, bro. I might turn it on the TV. Just
Colin Castleton will probably play in that one.
Bro. Raptors Wizards?
You know what they're saying they're doing now? Haberstroh wrote about this last week.
Sheesh.
They call it what do you call it? He called it soft quitting.
Take off, man.
No, he called it soft quitting.
Soft quitting is crazy.
No. So this is what you do. So because they don't want to get fined for the player participation policy.
Yeah.
So they don't want to get fined. So what you're doing now is you're starting the guys and then you bench them.
Oh, let them play a couple of minutes.
There was a close game they played last week, and the Raptors just refused to put Scotty Barnes back in the game.
Yeah.
So that's the deal. So you're starting them, so they can't say you're sitting them, but we're just playing them low minutes, or we're benching them in the fourth quarter, or
when we start winning, put them on the bench.
soft quit.
Yeah, that's smart. I like that.
We did that one year.
The soft quit? We did it,
We did it in Salt Lake City, and
That's
Gasol
right.
was so pissed.
That's right.
Yeah. Dude, Mark was so pissed. Mark was
Mark had an unbelievable game, and then they sat him.
And then they sat him in the fourth quarter. They pulled him and
just didn't put him back in the game.
And he was cooking.
Bro, if we play you, we'll win.
Yeah, bro, we need to be trying to win it right now. I think I remember that.
Yeah.
By the way, if you want to watch the Michael Jordan women's basketball, Juju's playing tonight.
On that beat?
Did you see her and
yeah, bro,
Jaden Daniels over the weekend?
Mom Dukes got in the middle of that.
Mom Dukes she told him, look, the game is over there. Bruh, yeah, Mom Dukes is
That'd be a
not.
power couple.
Ooh, Juju and
Jaden Daniels?
But Mom ain't having that. Mom sat in the middle. Bro, when you ever seen somebody mom sit in the middle of somebody?
I thought that was too far.
She went.
Yeah, I thought that was too protective.
Yeah.
She told him, look ahead. The game is that way.
I mean, for real. The kid went to Arizona State and LSU. Come on.
She's tonight?
Probably had his fun
tonight,
before.
8 o'clock.
Who they play?
They play Mississippi State. You can watch Juju. Another thing.
Wow, Mississippi State's still alive, and Ole Miss is still alive in the women's? Mm-hmm. Wow.
Ole Miss, first Sweet 16 men since 2001.
I have some Tiger news, too. 42, Vernon, before we get out of here. Baraka Koji, who got some significant minutes toward the end of the season, has entered the transfer portal.
Oh, really?
Cool.
Yeah. The portal opened today. He entered the portal, and also Dante Harris, the 4-star freshman.
Yeah.
The guy with the headband, number 1.
Yeah, got injured.
Yeah. No.
Jared
Harris. Is that his name?
Yeah.
Jared Harris.
Yeah. Everybody expected. He didn't play.
Yeah, he was a 4-star freshman, though.
Yeah.
And so we got
What's
two
the
guys.
point of even recruiting those guys? Haven't the last like 2 4-star freshmen they've recruited just left after the first year because they don't play?
Yeah,
like,
that's every school.
Like, what's even the point of recruiting them?
No,
What's the point of recruit high school?
You
kids?
either get the Queens and the Cooper Flags, or you just don't.
Or recruiting a freshman, like
it's got to be somebody that's starting's awesome.
Like what are the odds? Like you recruit the 75th ranked kid in the country, who's going to be rated a 4-star kid, but what are the odds that kid does something good for you the next year? Like probably not going to play big minutes or a big role. So what's the point?
No,
exactly. So keep an eye on the transfer portal because it opened today. Also, Scottie Pippen's brother has entered the portal.
I saw that too.
For Michigan. He plays for Michigan.
I also saw the kid that played the Christian Brothers.
Oh, yeah.
Chandler Jackson.
Yeah.
I'd like to get him back on.
Yeah, I like that. We spin the
That'd
block.
be cool.
And you know who could
I'd like
be
to have
in
a Memphis
line.
kid back in the mix.
Yeah.
So that Colorado State coach left for Minnesota. You know who could be in line, who could slide right over.
Wait, Nico Medved took the Minnesota job?
Yeah. Do you know who one his lead assistants was?
Oh, the dude from Eshremanish.
Ali Faroukmanesh.
Yeah, Faroukmanesh.
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
I'm
saying he could slide right over.
That's kind of cool.
Shout out to Faroukmanesh, man.
He was Northern Iowa? Against Kansas.
Fake sidestep.
That was against that. I think that's
So
Xavier
Nico
Henry
Medved took
Kansas
the Minnesota
team.
job, huh?
Yeah.
He's going to
Ben McCollum took
get them
Iowa.
back. Look at you, flashing dollars.
This is like $20.
Where'd you go this weekend?
Don't ask questions, Roger. This is all I got left.
All right.
Oh, God.
I thought you said it was a Mexican joint.
That's what it was.
All right. It's going to do it for today's show. Thanks to Devin Walker. Thanks to John Rose across the glass. Thanks to Jalen back in the studio. Until tomorrow. We go.